100% important to drink and have, and that help with our regular movements. The stool absorbs the water and smoothes the stool to make it pass without a problem or less problems.
We've talked about, if you go 3 days, 7 days, 14 days without a movement, that's bad. Is there a time when it's bad to have too many movements in a day?
When you have too many, then that's another problem, because then you can get dehydrated, and you need to know what's going on. What was the cause of it? An infection, something that you ate that make you go, stimulate your intestine, or stress. People that has a lot of stress in their life, the intestine move faster and faster. That's called irritable bowel syndrome. That in some individuals,
IBS, yeah, you hear about that all the time.
So some individuals, they have diarrhea, and others have constipation, or both, based on the issue.
Is Crohn's disease part of a gut issue?
It is.
Because you hear about that a lot, that Crohn's disease is something people suffer from a lot. Real quick, if you can, what is Crohn's disease and how does it affect the gut?
Well, Crohn's disease is characterized on lesions in the large intestine mainly, and they cause a lot of pain, a lot of increasing bowel movements, and in some cases bleeding. And Crohn's disease, depending of the patient, they can develop as well ulcerative colitis, which are ulcers in the colon area that can turn into a cancer.
I always heard, my mom would always say this, because I was one of those kids that you would say this to. She goes, "You keep acting this way, you're going to cause me to have ulcers." And she was talking about stomach ulcers. But that's a very real problem. What causes stomach ulcers, and can they be life-threatening?
Yes, they are. Stomach ulcers, well, stress is one of the causes, and
that's why I have them. Okay.
Yeah, and it's going back to basics. It's the large amount of acid that is generated in the stomach, and the lining kind of develop a sore and open, and when it's open, that's an ulcer. Then there's some ulcers that can be colonized by a bacteria called H. pylori, and they can turn into a cancer also, or stomach cancer, if they're not treated. Medication can cause also bleeding or ulcer if you take a lot of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen or aspirin.
Ibuprofen,
or naproxen. And if you have ulcers as well, then you need to be careful, because that can cause gastrointestinal bleeding.
So I've always heard, we talk about, you connected everything in the gastro system. Starts with your mouth and saliva, goes out through your colon is where it ends. But I've always heard, I used to get sores, ulcers in my mouth, in my lip area and everything. Mm-hmm. And I went to a nutritionist. I did it as a kid, and they were so hurt. They hurt so bad. And as an adult, when I was in my 20s, I went to the nutritionist on campus at the college I was at. And he goes, "Well, what are you eating?" And I gave him my diet and everything. He told me to stop eating 2 things. And I stopped eating those 2 things. He told me to stop eating, just slipped my mind, but I can't eat strawberries. And there's another thing he said might cause it. And I haven't had a mouth sore in years.
Because you don't eat strawberries?
Well, it's strawberries and wheat bread. Was for some reason he said that the way they did tests on me and everything, and this is what the nutritionist came up with. But I don't eat either of those, and I haven't had a mouth sore since about 20s. Mm-hmm. Mouth sores are it's something in your gastro system telling you something's wrong too, isn't it?
Well, there are different type of mouth sores too, depending on the etiology or the cause of them. Like infections is one of them, herpes is one of them, cold sores in the mouth or in the lips, those are infections. In your case, that was caused by food.
Right.
So there's some components in that product that can make your body create a reaction, and then ulcers in your mouth.
I got them in the back of my mouth, not on the front of my lips or anything. I got them on the back of my mouth, on my tonsils, on my back of my tongue.
Yeah, because those areas, we have a lot of nodules back there. So the defense system is built up there, and that can stimulate the area. And if you have residues of strawberry or wheat bread in your throat, that can cause ulcers.
Well,
And we're going to move on to a new subject.
well, no, we're not until I say we are. It's my show. Hush, pal.
No, it's not his show.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the Ocala VA clinic.
Give him a new shirt.
Joe comes in and tries to take over. You got to calm him down.
Well, it's an exciting show. I enjoy it when
You know
when
why?
he comes in with
You
the-
know why you want to get to this VA clinic? Because you are going to be there the first day it opens. You'll have one of the first appointments. That's why.
I want to go there earlier and just look. So I want to report to our listeners during Veterans News what our veterans in the area can expect.
I'm looking at this. You can expect top notch. That's what it looks like to me.
November 9th
November
is the
9
projected
is the projected date for first patient. Yes.
for the first. Oh, and,
And it's going to be
is
right.
the governor coming? Hopefully.
The Office of Public Affairs will make the proper invitations.
I hope so. I hope so.
So where's
To me, this is a
thing,
big deal.
Where's this thing located exactly?
Look on the back page.
The listeners can't look, Joe.
I was telling you to look on the back
I
page.
know. I looked on the back, and it's actually the middle insert page right here.
No, it's the back page.
That's right here, middle
Okay.
insert page.
The address is in the.
It's at 4826 Southwest 49th Road, but it's literally across from Racetrack, Renaissance, and Bojangles.
It's
Right next to UF Health.
Behind all that, because you're on 200 and you
Right.
look up the hill.
Right, it's behind.
You
It's
can't
next
miss
to UF Health, behind there. Right,
I like the way they put it on the hill because you can see this,
right.
and it's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It is impressive, and it's about time.
Can
It
you do
is-
me a favor and just tell Joe he still has to go to the Cascades every time?
The Cascades are going to lose a big tenant.
Yeah, but if you go there every time, they won't help you. But at least you'll be the only one there.
I'll see the waterfall.
Well, that's a good point. What are you looking forward to most, Dr. Torres, about moving into the new facility?
Well, to unify all the services that we have under one roof. That's the goal. So we don't have the veterans driving from the east side of town to west side of town, and
So,
and have
I
everything.
know all the doctors will be there,
Yes.
and now they're moving. What are they moving that's not at the Cascades? What are they going to move over to there?
Okay, so in our current location, we have 4 suites total. One is where you have your labs done, and you have some nursing staff, social worker, and the eligibility officer is there. Then you have the primary care suite, where you have all the primary care teams, and the nurses, and the doctors, and the secretaries. Then you have another suite for mental health, which is for the psychiatry, psychology, and also podiatrists. And you have another suite, which is telehealth and nutrition, and the conference room for employees. And we have an area for whole health, and some employees that are VA employees that are social workers that help veterans, and they come and work in our office. The other suite that we have is across town. Is in the west side. It's called Ocala West, and they do optometry and audiology. So imagine all those suites under one roof,
Oh, yeah.
and you only walk from right to left side of the building,
Uh-huh.
and you to schedule your appointments.
Instead of right to left side of town, you do it in right left side of the building.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a caller, Tom.
Yeah, we do have a caller. You're on with Dr. Torres from the VA clinic.
Yes. Hi, Dr. Torres. Hi, Joe. Hi, Tom.
Hi,
This
Kathy.
is Kathy Holt. I volunteer for Vets Helping Vets, and I get this question a lot. Where can people get their military ID card if they need to replace it?
Currently, they need to go to the Cascades
Thank-
and see Miss Ramus, which she's the eligibility officer.
Did you get that, Mr.
Oh,
Ramus?
Ramus. Okay.
Okay,
RAMOS. Perfect.
very good.
All right. And any time of the day when you're open?
We open 7:30 to 4:30. Miss Ramus is there 8 to 4:30.
8 to 4:30. There you go.
Perfect.
Thanks for the call, Kathy.
Okay. Thank you.
That's a different
I
question.
hadn't heard from Kathy Cole in a while.
I just seen her yesterday. Yeah, I was there. So,
But I think it's going to benefit veterans, and it definitely will, because it just will stop the downtime from having to go from one side of town to you go get your primary care, but then I need to get my eyes checked too. Well, now you got to get in the car, go to the other side of town. Here's your primary care. Hey doc, I've been noticing the last month or so. The TVs having to be louder. Oh, well, we don't do that here. You got to go to the other side of town to audiology. Instead, we're just going to walk you right across the building, and you'll be able to, exactly.
Correct.
it's all there, which is good, which is a good thing.
Everything is going to be in the lobby. You just need to walk to the counters where the specialty is.
Joe wants to know if you're going to have a good food cafeteria.
Oh, is there going to be a little cafeteria in there, or just vending machines?
The moment vending machines and just a staff lounge.
Joe, get you a hot dog cart. Put it out front.
Don't laugh.
Little accordion music. Come on.
Get the little the monkey and everything. No.
I'll do that.
Hey.
Instead of walking around with a cup, I'll just grab people, shake them upside down until the change falls out.
Whoa, you're aggressive. If you were a veteran, I think you'd go over there.
Look, you're not getting a small monkey.
Tell you where to go, but
you're not getting a small monkey. You're getting a silverback if I do it.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the opening of the Veterans Clinic, big time. What are the hours usually? 8 to 4:30 at the VA clinic.
7:30 to 4:30.
Oh, 7:30 to 4:30.
7:30 start the lab collection, and then and we have some providers that start at 7:30.
Now, I don't want to put you on the hot seat too bad, but I will a little bit. Not too bad, but a little bit. Is it going to be how much downtime? In other words, Friday, then you're going to open Monday and Tuesday at the new place.
How much downtime is there going to be the transition
from that
the
Friday
Cascades
to? Is there going to be much downtime?
3 days.
3 days downtime. Are you going to get mostly new equipment over there? I hope.
Everything new.
One last call.
Quick call.
One last quick call. Make it quick. Go ahead.
You got about a minute. You're on with Dr. Torres.
I just wanted. Hi. I'm really excited about the new VA clinic coming in. For like the younger population who's looking like for work, how would you go about doing an application or knowing if you guys are hiring? I'll take the answer off air.
Thanks for the call.
You can look in usajobs.gov for careers, and in the search area you can write Ocala, or you can go to North Florida, South Georgia website and see if in careers and look at all careers that we have available.
That's a good question. I hadn't thought about that question. That's actually a good question for the new hospital. You got to have people working there.
All right. We're just about out of time, aren't we?
You got a minute and a half that you can ask any kind of question you want to ask Dr. Torres.
So our current phone is 352-369-3320, 352-369-3320.
Is there a website they can go as well?
The North Florida, South Georgia website.
North Florida, South Georgia VA Clinic website.
And it says veterans may enroll for compassionate or health services by contacting the enrollment office at 352-369-1328.
Online registration is also available at va.gov, which includes information regarding benefits. So there you go.
This is a good little pamphlet. How many do we have to give out here?
We have 3.
Oh, yeah. We'll get more. I'm looking forward to it. And we'll see you next month?
Yes, sir.
Same time. Well,
yes.
Same place. Thank you, Dr.
Same place. I don't think we're moving in the next one. We better not be moving in the next
one. Prayer, right?
Coming up next, hour number 3 of the
almost did.
Of Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. Joe will probably try to muscle his way in there, too. You never know. Thanks, Dr. Torres. We'll be back on this short timeout. You listen to Ocala Talks from 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA. The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
It's time for Farmer Ranch Headlines of the Southeast segment.